Right, greetings everyone. Welcome to another video where Umbra has cat hair in his mouth. It's a sad fact, but it is true. So, the July update. It's happening in a few short hours. That's right, June is gone, we're into July. It's 35 degrees constantly here, and I'm going insane. But at least for the summer, I got my new thing to do. Now, if only there were some more games for it. Like Wotv. No, Wotv. But we are here to talk about Wotv. So, Wotv is getting its July update, to which a brand new character, Pharrell, will be coming in as the newest character, and with her, the possibly final climax of Book 3. That's right, it's basically been billed that this is going to be the penultimate chapter, or, you know, the next series of climaxes that won't ever end. Yeah, I'm curious about to see exactly how this next chapter part plays out, whether it will actually be the end of this book and we'll get a little bit of a break over the summer, which if we just take a peek here, well, guess what? We do have a producer letter. Now, the producer letters have fallen a good deal from what they used to be, but they still provide us with some information. Like here we have Character Quest 2s and Master Quest 2 and Master Quest 3. The big thing you'll see is that there's actually a ton of Master Quests 3s for this month, because the beach units are going to be coming back in the third week of July. So that automatically tells us what our mid-July character is going to be, that it's going to be a beach unit, probably another female unit, because at this point, that's all we got left. But interestingly, Summer Resnick is getting both her Master Quest 2 and Master Quest 3 at the same time, so it'll be curious to see whether or not she ends up being meta again. She has a long way to go to catch up to our new light mage character, Karsha, who for some reason I forgot her name, even though she's one of my favorites right now. It'll be interesting to see what this update looks like, and through the entire month of what exactly things will be. Also, limit burst upgrades too are in there. Should be a hot month for stuff. But coming back to what I originally wanted to talk about, there is this little story lottery event for Pharrell. And the reason I bring this up is because it is something new. So I'm curious, first of all, to say, hey, Globalers, or anybody still hanging on, checking out some information, what do you think of this thing? Do you think that this is something that should have happened sooner? Would it have saved the game a little bit more? Would it have done anything change? Probably not, but you know, I'll pose these questions and see what answers people give. To celebrate the climax of the third story, we are holding a acquisition of Phantom Stones. So if you look at this graph, it all revolves around Pharrell. If you are able to pull Pharrell, you get 300 Visior, no questions asked. If you can get her to level 99 by the end of the period from basically, well, July 1st to July 9th, then you get entered into a lottery where 300 people will get 3,000 Visior. And last but not least, if you can get her level 120, 30 people will win a chance. Well, 30 people, a bunch of people will get a chance. 30 people will be selected to get 30,000 Visior. This is kind of interesting because it has never been done before here on JP. And maybe this is a sign that they are desperate. Maybe this is a sign that Pharrell is not super great and they need to grease the wheels of whales to get them to, you know, spend more money. I don't know, but the thing that's I do think that this is interesting from just maybe a long time historical, you know, in the future sort of thing, that I've never seen this. We've never seen it before, and that it is this, I mean, like, this is pay to win. 100%. Because as soon as this update is live, you can just buy the character and get entered into the lottery. We actually have a price tag for this lottery. It is about 24,500 yen, which is roughly about $200 US, or the equivalent of 3 games. I mean, it's the standard price for any character that has come along, but now that it's essentially an entry fee to a lottery as well. And I'm curious to see, personally, I'm curious to see whether or not this means that Pharrell is actually not very good, just kind of greasing the wheels, trying to get more whales to spend more money because maybe sales are going down. The other thing is that it is actually very difficult right now to figure out where Wotev's health is on JP, since the web shop is open now, and the web shop is not really offering any discounts from the Google Play Store. Basically, if you look at the monthly revenue for Wotv, it's kind of just fallen off the face of the earth in the top 50 gotcha lists, gotcha revenue lists that appear on Reddit and whatnot from Sensory Tower data. And Sensory Tower data is not 100% accurate from my understanding, but it's one of the best windows that we have into what's kind of going on in terms of spending in the gacha space. All of this basically roughly translates out to Wotiv's financial standing right now is a big mystery. And for this definitely could just be a story thing. However, you know, we see celebrations every week in Wotv where it's like it's the 3rd week of spring celebration, followed by the 4th week of spring celebration, into maybe an actual celebration like I don't know, something May long, Golden Week, whatever. But the point is that, you know, when there's constantly celebrations going on, even when something new pops up, it's like, okay, is this going to be the new regular thing, or is this something actually special? And I would guess that this is probably not special. I would guess that this might be the trend going forward for a lot of story characters that they think will not be super appealing to whales. Essentially giving like 30,000 Vizior back is also nothing. It's a fake currency. It's not paid currency that you're getting back. It's just 30,000 regular lapis, which honestly, given my experience this entire year, is definitely not enough to get a character, as I've had to pity all of them. Yeah, I'm still a little salty about that. Whatever. Wotiv's financials are kind of vague and nebulous. I have no idea where the JP's health is right now, but I do feel that some people are growing more and more tired. I have definitely grown absolutely fatigued of this game this year, as well as other gacha games that are pushing more and more for people to spend endless amounts of time. So a chance, more than anything, I think that from my perspective, I think that this is just a way to try and get more revenue into the game, which is fine. It is a little annoying that it's just like, hey, guess what? I mean, this could technically be free for you, but we put the actual price tag on this from something that we do regularly, sort of thing. So it is what it is. I'm not really all that angry about it. I'm just tired and fatigued and not particularly into this. What I am into, I will say before the end of this video, is I am into the idea of whatever the story conclusion is here and how it will directly affect Wotv, since most people say that they are hanging on for the story. If Book 3 is finishing up, if they do not have a good follow-up after, then this could be the final climax of Wotv. We'll keep a close eye on it, but I guess that's it for now. Let me know in the comments below if you want what you think of this situation. And would you spend, I don't know, $200 US to enter this lottery for a character that you might not be interested in? Would it push you over the edge to getting it? Not me. I would rather go buy some Switch 2 games. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. See you next time.